just for clarification, did you mean that the 34-count case in which Donald Trump was found guilty of various financial crimes was politically motivated here in New York?
About the J6 people too, though, right? That's what they're going to say on the other side. That is weaponized.
I'm not referring to that. I'm talking about the New York trial, and now the Democrats on our side there were some that were gleeful, calling it like now he's a convicted felon and those things, and now for our party we were talking about criminal justice, and we are now talking about second chances, and now all of a sudden now you're like, well, he's a convicted felon and all these things. And now clearly, again, both of those trials, the Hunter Biden one and the trial in New York for Trump, that was politically motivated, and those kinds of charges would have never been brought unless one side could realize that they could weaponize.
You know him as Pennsylvania's bold and unapologetic Democratic Senator, John Fetterman. He's never been one to tiptoe around controversy, tackling justice and equality issues head-on. But now, he's making headlines for a completely different reason: a legal battle against The View and one of its co-hosts, Sunny Hostin. Yes, you heard that right. Fetterman is suing The View, and this isn't your run-of-the-mill celebrity spat. So, what exactly went down? Let's break it all down. Fetterman has built his political career on challenging the status quo, from pushing for criminal justice reform to standing up for marginalized communities. He's never been afraid to speak his mind, and now he's bringing that same fearless energy to the courtroom. It all unfolded during what was supposed to be a typical taping of The View: spirited political debates, sharp opinions, and lively back and forth. But things took a dramatic turn when Hostin made a comment that didn't just ruffle Fetterman's feathers, it sparked a full-blown legal firestorm. While the exact details remain under wraps due to legal proceedings, insiders say the remark wasn't just a minor jab. It was serious enough for Fetterman to leave the show not just with frustration, but with a lawsuit in hand. Of course, The View is no stranger to controversy. The show thrives on heated discussions and clashing personalities, but this time, the fallout is bigger than ever. Will this case shake up daytime TV, or will it fizzle out as just another celebrity feud? One thing's for sure, this drama is far from over. Stay tuned, because this legal showdown is just getting started.
About the J6 people too, though, right? That's what they're going to say on the other side. That is weaponized.
I'm not referring to that. I'm talking about the New York trial, and now the Democrats on our side there were some that were gleeful, calling it like now he's a convicted felon and those things, and now for our party we were talking about criminal justice, and we are now talking about second chance.
A lawsuit of this scale isn't just about a heated exchange on live television. It's about the serious consequences when a public figure feels defamed and takes the battle to court. For Senator John Fetterman, this isn't just a personal grudge. It's about accountability. He's making it clear that The View crossed a line, and now he's fighting back. This case isn't just political. It's about free speech, media, responsibility, and whether talk shows are blurring the line between entertainment and defamation. And then there's Sunny Hostin. Known for her sharp-tongued, no-nonsense commentary, she's never shied away from controversy. But this lawsuit, it could be a defining moment in her career, one that might permanently shape how audiences and networks see her. Could this legal battle change her reputation? And more importantly, will it impact The View's future as a powerhouse for political debate? But let's not forget the producers behind The View. They may work behind the scenes, but they're right in the middle of this legal storm. If Fetterman's claims hold up in court, they'll face tough questions. Did they let things escalate too far? Should they have stepped in sooner? As the case unfolds, the way The View handles controversial discussions may come under intense scrutiny. So why does this matter? Because this is bigger than just one lawsuit. It's about how media influences public opinion, the power public figures hold, and the responsibility of TV shows to handle sensitive topics responsibly. If Fetterman wins, it could reshape the way talk shows navigate heated debates and even set a new standard for media accountability. So, stay tuned. This legal showdown is only getting started, and the fallout could be bigger than anyone expects. Will The View be forced to rethink its approach? Will Sunny Hostin's fiery commentary come back to haunt her? And will Fetterman's courtroom battle send shockwaves far beyond the world of television? One thing's for sure, this is a drama you won't want to miss.
His son, after all, and people do have sympathy for that. But a lot of people are angry with him about it. What do you say?
Well, Well, I think it's undeniable that the case against Hunter Biden was really politically motivated. But I also think it's true that the trial in New York for Trump that was political as well too. Now it's that, and in both cases, I think a pardon is appropriate, and I really think collectively, America's confidence in these kinds of institutions have been damaged by these kinds of cases. And we cannot allow these kinds of institutions to be weaponized against our political opponents. And it's very clear both trials were politically motivated and weaponized that on the.
In a time when public trust in the media is hanging by a thread, John Fetterman's lawsuit against The View isn't just adding fuel to the fire, it's igniting a full-blown media reckoning. This isn't about a simple, on-air dispute. It's a high-stakes battle over journalistic integrity, accountability, and the unchecked power of words. Fetterman isn't just defending his own name, he's calling out The View's producers for allowing what he claims were harmful and reckless comments to air without consequences. To him, this isn't just a personal fight. It's about holding media giants responsible in an age where misinformation spreads at lightning speed and words can cause real damage. As for Sunny Hostin, she's no stranger to controversy, but this could be a career-defining moment. Will this lawsuit force The View to rethink how it handles political debates? Or will it expose the fine line between free speech and defamation in today's media landscape? One thing is certain, Fetterman is making it clear that media platforms must do better. And as this case unfolds, the message is getting louder. Accountability in journalism is no longer optional. Stay tuned, this battle is far from over.
In a new Netflix documentary series about New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers, he said he's heartbroken about friends and family cutting him off for his controversial political views and conspiracy theories. And a lot of Americans can relate to this, especially after this last election. So, do you think it happens everywhere?
What I recall about him is when he was asked about the COVID-19 pandemic, during the height of the pandemic, when people had lost loved ones, when people's family members were missing from their Thanksgiving table, like my table, he said, "I'm immunized." And as it turns out, he was not. He had done his own research. He has his Google MD like I do. And I think he said he was allergic to something in the vaccine, but he had COVID and he was in a huddle with his teammates. And I think people felt like, wow, you don't care. You're not your brother's keeper.
This could really turn me against
a morality.
Sunny. Hostin is no stranger to controversy, but this time, her words may have landed her in legal hot water. Did she simply share an opinion, or did she cross the line into defamation? John Fetterman seems to think it's the latter, and his lawsuit could have massive consequences, not just for The View, but for the media industry as a whole. Fetterman's case isn't about personal grudges. It's a direct challenge to how powerful media platforms handle sensitive topics. Words have weight, and he's determined to prove that reckless statements on national television can cause real harm. This is where things get complicated. On one side, we have free speech, a fundamental pillar of democracy, allowing open debate and diverse perspectives. But on the other, there's the risk of misinformation and unchecked statements damaging reputations and distorting the truth. Fetterman argues that his lawsuit is more than just about a single comment. It's a warning shot to the media. Accountability matters. In an era where misinformation spreads faster than ever, the stakes couldn't be higher. This case could set a precedent for how public figures are treated by the press and how media organizations navigate the fine line between opinion and defamation. If Fetterman wins, the fallout won't just shake up daytime TV, it could change how we hold media accountable across all platforms. Beyond politics, this case highlights the undeniable power of the media to shape public perception. A single remark on TV, social media, or in print can sway elections, destroy reputations, and alter careers. Fetterman's message is loud and clear. Media giants must take responsibility for what they put on air. Legal experts are already weighing in, predicting that this case could reshape defamation laws and media ethics in the digital age. Will Fetterman succeed in holding The View accountable? Or will this lawsuit fade into just another media feud? One thing is certain, this battle is far from over. As politics, journalism, and the law collide in real time, the outcome could change the media landscape forever. Stay tuned. This drama is just getting started.